Hello, 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 and welcome to Less is More, where we talk about personal credit and business credit. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please take the moment right now to go on ahead and press that like and subscribe button. If you have currently been watching, I really appreciate you and your support for my channel and for this community. If you have any comments, please make sure to go on ahead and comment below this video. If you have suggestions, recommendations, and things that you would like for me to discuss. This video today is about the Navy Federal Pledge Loan Hack. And I know you've been seeing this all over the place, but I'm telling you, you want to stay to the end so I could go on ahead and give you the gems. The gems are all the way at the end. Okay. So let me start with what is a pledge loan? What is a pledge loan? And how it can positively affect your credit score. And basically, what we're going to talk about is how this pledge loan is going to help you rebuild your credit score and basically boost your credit profile. If you don't know the difference between a credit report and a credit profile, I advise you to go on ahead and look at my videos. I have plenty of videos on the credit report and credit profile. Um, a pledge loan will definitely give you high access credit funding with other lenders as well, because if you have a loan for $50,000 or $100,000 on your credit report or on your credit profile, they're going to look at you as a responsible person and trustworthy, and a person that is able to make their payments on time. That's what they're looking for. So, what is a pledge loan? A pledge loan is basically a manufactured loan by you with an amount that you basically you dictate by your resources in your savings account or your checking account. What does this mean? This means that if you have $100,000, you can actually request Navy Federal Credit Union to approve you for a $100,000 pledge loan. What it does is they will basically use that money that you are pledging as collateral pretty much, and they will approve you your loan. You basically just have a very small interest rate to pay. But the benefits of this is that, once that you have actually have this installment loan on your credit report and on your credit profile, it shows how trustworthy you are, how responsible you are, and other creditors and other lenders will be inclined to offer you higher lines of credit, larger loans, and better financing options. So if this is what you want, let's go ahead and look into, you could do it in the future. Also, if you want to open up a business and you want to go ahead and start funding it with your own funds, this is another way for you to get approved for personal loans without having to go through the red tape. Again, this will boost your credit profile. Many people have problems because they have not built a solid credit profile and they don't know what a credit profile is. Sometimes it's very thin. Sometimes they might have a great score, but when these underwriters and these loan processors start looking at the actual credit report or the credit profile, they see that it's very thin. It doesn't have a variety of different things. It doesn't have installment loans. It only has basically your checking, savings, and a credit card here or there. Okay, so again, if you want to build your credit profile, go ahead and watch my playlist. So the way the Navy Federal Pledge Loan works is, let's say you want a $50,000 loan. You go ahead and you deposit $50,000 into your savings account. At that time, you're going to go ahead and call the Navy Federal Credit Union, and you're going to let them know that you want a pledge loan for $50,000 with the funds that you currently place in your account. They will go ahead and set you up using your own funds. And of course, they're going to charge you about a 2% interest rate. Of course, they got to make some money off of it. There are different variations of this loan. You have the certificate pledge loan, and then you have your savings secure loan. I'll be showing you what the certificate pledge loan is. It will be here shortly. And then the actual savings secure loan, it's also displayed here as well. And the certificate pledge loan it's basically like an untouchable savings account, which earns small interest, and they have like short-term certificates 3 to 12 months and long-term certificates for 3 to 7 years. The loans, the pledge loans could go from $1,000 up to $100,000. The larger amount with longer terms offer the most benefit of course, because you're going to show a longer, lengthy payment history. You will not incur a hard inquiry with this loan, only a soft pull, and that's basically based on the Patriot Act that they have to do it to make sure that you are a legit person and not a made up person. Higher loans, of course, it's going to mean that you're going to have higher future loans as well. And the goal here is to have a large loan with a long, lengthy payment history. Okay. So after you have called the Navy Federal Credit Union and you tell them that you have your $50,000 set up and they verify it, they will go ahead and process your that money, and they will take it out of your account, and then they will redeposit it in a few days just to make sure that that the money and everything is legit. Um, Wait approximately till it reports, which is going to be 30 to 45 days. It's going to report to all three of the credit bureaus as an installment loan. Let's say $50,000 is going to be your high credit limit on there. And now this is a hack, okay? This is where you're going to make your money, and this is where your credit is going to shoot up, okay? At this time, once you have reported, and once it has reported to the credit bureaus, all three, you're going to go ahead and pay off about 90%. You can pay off between 80 to 90% of the loan right away, meaning after it reports on your credit bureau. Okay, it has to report on the credit bureau in order for it to work for you. Okay, at first it's going to drop your credit score a little bit, but don't worry about it. It will bounce back. So basically, what you're doing is you're just going to go ahead and pay off 90%. So if you have a $50,000 loan, 90% of that is going to be about $45,000. Let's say that leaves you about $5,000 balance for the remaining loan. Let's say you took out the loan for 7 years. You could extend that $5,000 payment all the way up to 7 years, or you could go ahead and pay it off in 13 to 18 months. The thing here is to have a lengthy payment history. So basically, all this pledge loan is about moving money around between you and the Navy Federal Credit Union with a small amount of payable interest. Why don't you want to pay it off all immediately? Because you're trying to impact the highest driver of your credit score, and that is your payment history. Your payment history is 35% of your credit score. So by building that lengthy payment history, you're going to build out your credit. Okay. So at first, it's going to have a little dip because you have this large amount hitting your credit report, a large loan amount. But yet, once you pay it off 90%, and then it drops back down, it's going to show you that you had a high credit limit of $50,000, and now you only have $5,000 outstanding. So therefore, your utilization is going to go ahead and go through the roof, meaning that actually it's going to drop, meaning that your credit score is going to go up. Okay. Again, this will help two parts of your credit score, which is the payment history, which is 35%, and the amounts owed, which is 30%. Okay, so again, the score will dip a little, but it will go ahead and fix itself later on once you pay that 90%. Things to keep in mind: that if you cannot join the Navy Federal Credit Union for whatever reason, there are many other credit unions and or banks that offer pledge loans. So don't think that you are stuck. Okay, just go ahead and do your research, and there are other institutions that do that. I'm telling you, the pledge loan is the way to go if you want higher credit limit loans. I would say that it's a better boost than authorized users, even though I'm a strong authorized user. I go for it. I definitely go for it. I will use authorized users all the time to boost your credit. Okay. I hope this has helped. If it has, leave a comment. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. Okay. Talk to y'all soon.